How's it going, guys? Thanks for watching another video. So tonight we're going to have a look at another great lightweight knife by Spyderco, the Manix 2. Now normally I would consider a knife this big a little bit too scary for the place that I work at for an everyday carry knife, but because of the weight, I thought I'd give it a look. If you want to check out the actual specs on the Manix 2, or if you want to purchase this knife at the ending of the video, make sure to check the link in the description below. Alright, here is an up close and personal look at the Spyderco Manix 2. Check out these awesome blue grips. You got your signature Spyderco bi-directional grip pattern on here. Lower on one side, gets higher on the other. Both sides meet right here at the Spyder, and it really is grippy. Does a lot for traction and friction. Feels great in the hand. Now the reason I brought this in is it features their ball bearing locking system. I love this deep carry wire pocket clip, and the main thing is the weight on a blade this big. Normally I like to have my blades a little bit smaller, but because of the weight on this, let's have a look at it. I might consider carrying a larger blade. And remember, I try to keep my blades right around the weight of a deck of cards, which is about 3.4 ounces, and the Manix 2 comes in at 2.9 ounces. It's incredible. So weight-wise, it's awesome, and it does stay within my parameters of a Sharpie pen. So you guys know I like to keep it no longer than a standard size Sharpie. So there it is, well within that length. Let me turn it sideways here so you can see what that looks like there. Easily within that. Chopstick test, thickness-wise, I don't like to have it thicker than a unbroken pair of chopsticks. So there you go. Fits within that too. Passes that test. And then just to show you how thick it is this way widthwise, here is a standard size ruler. I'm going to try to level this off as best as I can here. Let's see, so the bottom is right about there. That's about level, so it sticks out just about that much on a standard size ruler. Now here's a closer look at this ball bearing system in here, and what's neat is it doesn't have a stop pin. Spyderco says that the spherical design of a ball bearing is a lot more stable and solid than using a stop pin. So watch what happens when I start to open the blade here. You can see that the spring is compressing, so as you go around, the blade there is gliding on a ball bearing, and watch what happens when you come all the way in here. You're going to see this little notch. See that notch right in there? It's going to click into place, and the spring is going to push that ball bearing down there. And then it locks into place. And to disengage the ball bearing lock, all you got to do is pull back on the lever and close the blade up. Now as I'm inspecting this knife, I noticed that the only torque screws in here are the pivot pin and the ones for the pocket clip. The rest are pinned in here, so unlike the regular Manix 2 versions where you can take it apart, replace the scales, get the aftermarket cage and ball bearing, if you go with the Manix 2 lightweight, it doesn't look like it's serviceable. Having a close look at that deep carry wire pocket clip, man, that thing is great. It is reversible to the left side, but you can only carry a tip up because there's no holes on the other side. And the Manix 2 has a very smooth action, and with a bigger blade, you get a bigger handle. You can get all of your fingers on there with some leftover space in there, especially if you're going to creep up here to the front finger choil. You got jimping there as well as on the thumb wrap. And when you get up here, you have that much more spare room. Now, the thing that worries me the most about this grip is look how squared off it is. It's very sharp. It doesn't have a really smooth and scallop feel like the rest of Spyderco's lightweight knives. So that can cause a problem when cutting. You might get some hot spots. Yeah, guys, I don't know about that grip. The more I bear down on it, the more I can feel the sharp corners on the bottom of the grip here. And that might be a deal breaker, right? I mean, that's the most important thing is when you're cutting that the knife feel comfortable in your hand. Blade shape up here is a drop point. Nice satin finish. Blade thickness, that looks like it's about 2/4. Let's have a closer look. Yeah, that's just about 2/4 thick there. And the Manix 2 is using CTS's BD1N steel. So there's nitrogen in this steel. And I think that's probably where the future of steel is going, is steel with nitrogen in it. And the last thing I want to point out is this massive lanyard hole. This might be the biggest lanyard hole I've ever seen on a folding EDC knife from Spyderco. It's a black hole. So, what do I think of the Manix 2 lightweight? First things first, I do not mind the increase in size because it's so lightweight. Love the shape of this drop point blade, love the coloring of the handle, love the pocket clip, and I really like the ball bearing locking system. I think it's pretty awesome. The one thing I don't dig is how uncomfortable this handle is. If they could scallop it and smooth it out, it would be the perfect knife, and I definitely would blade up. But for now, I'm sticking with my native 5. Guys, that's the ending of the video. Remember, if you want to purchase the Manix 2, check the link in the description below. Guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please give it the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to Kimo 365, please do. And remember, I'll catch you guys laters.